Hello guys, today we will try to understand the microdata in HTML. So the first thing is to who introduced this, right? My community has introduced this microdata in HTML5, and why like they have added here because to provide the more semantic or the more meaningful markup in web pages. And these markup are used by the search engine to provide you the better result. And all the search engines, if you talk about Google, Microsoft, Yandex, all of them are following this schema.org, where all these items definitions are there. Items like here, if any particular like item as a like person and then the movie. So let's like go with the schema.org to understand better like what are these schema are defined and how these schemas are used by these search engines. Okay, so let's go to the schema.org. This is our schema.org, and here we can go under the schemas. So here, if you see, we have defined all different types of items here: creative work, book, movie, and TV series. So, and here health, organization, person. So just look into, and we have so many schemas, which you place, local business, restaurant. So many things are defined. Just look into one here, go to the person. So here, if you go to the person, then here you can see all these properties are defined like here, additional name, address, affiliation, brand, birthplace. So many things are there like here. Okay. So you can use any of these properties to define or to provide the more meaningful information in your web page. Okay. So, and all these properties are understood by the search engines. So these information are used by the search engine to provide you the better search result. Okay. Next thing we need to understand like few attributes. Those are the global attributes of microdata. Number one is the item scope. Item scope is used to define your scope of some tag. Okay. So to define the scope of your item, and we'll see this like when we are going to see the some example, then I think you will have better understanding. Okay. And item type is also like where you can define which type of the schema you are referring to. So here I showed you one schema which is like person type, right? So you can provide the reference of that URL like schema.org/person. So that will be your item type here. And if you are defining some schema for the like movie, you can provide the movie as well, right? So that's how this item type. Item properties are, these are the mainly you can define, like let's say if I'm saying for the person, I'm referring some data for the name property, then I will define here item property equal to name. Okay. And item reference is used, let's say you are defining some item type, but some property is belongs to some different type of the schema. So that reference you need to provide here. Okay. Next is the item ID. Item ID is the mainly global identifier, and this should be always the unique value for your microdata. Okay. Now, next thing is to let's understand some examples here. So this is one example which I have taken for to define some schema for the person. So this is your item type. I was talking about this schema.org and /person. So this is how to define an item scope. So we are giving this scope here. So this section is having only all the semantics to be like whatever we are adding. This is only for limited to this scope here. Okay. So this is how is item scope is used, and item type is the person. Now here when we are saying item property equal to name, this is directly like related to this person schema now, right? Because we have like bounded with the this scope here as well. So because if you consider like here we have the person and this name is belongs to the person, because this name could be also like we have some other schema like a movie, let's say. So for movie also we have some name property, right? But here when we defined it like item scope and item type we have given as person, so this simply means this name is related to the person type. Okay. So that's how like you can define this name is Ram and job title is something. I'm just saying you are architect. You can define like so many like properties, like whatever you want to define it here. And then also you can do the nesting scoping as well. So inside the person, I'm saying this is one more item scope, which is for the address property. And for the address property, what is the type of the schema that I am also like defining here? Schema.r postal address. And then I define those like some of the item property here, right? So this is the way to define the microdata for your web pages. Next, also like here, like these are the standard things are like which are defined inside the schema.org. But let's say if you want to define some custom properties also, right? So that also you can define it. Just let's go to the next example. So here I can define, I can give the difference here. Item type I have defined like abcd.r arg and then the person. So here you can add this item property name and item property photo. Like let's say photo is not available here, so I'm just this is my, this is like but I want to add this definition. So due to that I have defined this customized, right? So name, photo, and then I added this item property as a like URL. So that way you can define the custom microdata as well. So this is like up to you. If you are not getting any property, which is if it is not available under this schema.org, then maybe you can define your customized microdata here. Okay. Thank you for watching this video.